Okay.
I do have a client at 10.
Exactly. At 10?
I mean, I'm here.
10?
Yeah.
A.m.?
Yeah.
10:30 or 10 a.m.?
10 a.m.
Okay, so we got 20 minutes.
Here we go.
Okay, well, all right. So welcome back to our channel. Yeah, so we just got Chick-fil-A breakfast to eat and everything. But yeah, so it'll also be a fast one today. Because this one, no, I'm just kidding. I was actually not that late today.
I told y'all I had a client at 10.
I thought you said 10:30.
No, I said 10.
Yeah, I wasn't that late today, but progress.
Progress.
We love it. We love to see it.
Yes. Today we're going to be talking about burnout in the lash industry and like kind of how that feels like, because it can be a lot, and how to like balance what was it, like everyday lifestyle, what is it, work-life balance. And then especially as Essence, since she's a mom, and then even for us too, like me and Alyssa, yeah, because our life can be a little crazy. But yeah, tell me, have you guys experienced burnout?
I feel like sometimes I do question, like, am I going to keep doing this? But I don't feel like full burnout, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there has been times where it's popped up, like, am I going to do this forever? But I truly feel like I could do this forever.
Yeah.
I've had burnout. But I think because more my, the hours I would do. I think I would do like 9 to 7 on the weekends, and then I worked Monday through Friday, like 11 to 7 or 8. Remember when we used to be open till 8?
Yeah.
Don't work till 8.
War
Nobody should
right
be working till 8. Because then you get, by the time I got home,
even made yourself food, it was like 9
right.
or 10.
Yeah.
Workout non-existent, because by the time I got cleaned up and stuff, I'd leave by like 8:30, get home 9. I just want to take a shower and go to bed.
Yeah.
And that was like every day. And get back up and do it again. But
I guess like when I experienced real burnout, it was when we worked like in my first years at the franchise.
Oh
yeah,
that was like my like
yeah,
real burnout. Like I was like, I need
Yeah.
to leave this, because if not, like I don't know if I want to do this.
Mhm.
Because I worked like from the
Mhm.
10 to like, or
yeah.
from like 11 to 8, like
Mhm.
back-to-back clients. And after that, that's when I was like, I'm never doing this again. So I learned pretty easy, I feel like to control my schedule.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I have experienced burnout too, and that's how I was like, oh, I like the feeling of it, because you're just like, I don't want to do this. I just want to go home. I don't want to do anything.
Mhm.
And franchise, yeah, I felt it there. Like, I want to say maybe 5 months in, because also too, like, our manager did not help the situation. The manager didn't help, obviously, because like work environment really has a lot to do with burnout too. So if you're not working in like a healthy environment, it's just, it adds to it. And then the hours were long. That was a lot. Weekends, there were no weekends. You had to work them. I remember one conversation that she mentioned at the franchise. And I think it was at a meeting, and she was like, everybody wants to have Sundays off. Like, I don't know what's the big deal about Sunday. And I was like, and also she said that when a lot of people had kids. So it's kind of like, huh?
Yeah.
And she also didn't work weekends. So,
Yeah.
but that one, and then what else? I worked it usually 2 hours, like when I had to work till 8 too, that was a lot. And then if there's a lot going on in your personal life,
Yeah.
it becomes so much worse. It becomes so much worse. So that's when you really start having those existential crises where you're like, is this really what I want to do? But I will say, ever since we started working here and like we've been open, I haven't felt that burnout, which is good. But, those were rough times.
They were rough times. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Because you had no life outside of it. I mean, you're not a machine. You're a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. No, completely true.
You need your free time.
Exactly. if you're in a relationship too, sometimes it puts a strain on the relationship because of how much hours, clients texting you nonstop at any hour, coworkers messaging you, bosses messaging you. I know I went through that when the whole like paycheck thing happened.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so at
Yes.
that time, this is when we were working at a different business, all three of us together. There was a situation where the paychecks and communication was not well talked about. And I was in a relationship at the time, so I was dealing with that, which at that time, I mean, I think it was fine. But I was like dealing with that, having everybody message me. The manager at that place didn't want to send a group text, and I had to keep telling her like send a group message and explain what's going on. Also at that time she had hired a manager, and so the manager should have been the one doing it, but I was the one who was doing it. So I went through extreme burnout there because there was a lot put on me because of that place, and then also my personal life. And that's where I was like, I remember I literally sat down when I got home. I had a pizza, and then like I had like alcohol. And then I was literally like, I don't know. And I think after that too, I asked for shorter hours. Like I was fully at that moment, like I was ready to step away because of how tired I was. Like that was like a full burnout day where I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. And I think that's where I also started making the steps of like, I think I would rather work for myself than have that happen again. Ugh, PTSD.
Yeah. I actually kind of forgot about that.
I know. I don't create my mind.
Yeah, every once in a while it pops back up.
Yeah, like I'll just be like la la la, and I'm like, you know, like the Squidward meme where he's just like asleep, and then his eyes are like bloodshot.
Oh my god, yes.
I'm like, oh my god, yeah. So that was me. I think of that all the time. We're just like, ooh, okay. But yeah, so those really do play a big factor on burnout. So I will say, for me right now, my schedule I really like. So I work every other Saturday because I do enjoy having the weekends off. Even if it's not all the weekends, because I do and try and be very what is it? I try to obviously help out my clients who like have kids or work like full weeks and everything. I do give them my Saturdays every now and then if I like them. I'll work all like whatever Saturday they need me to, even if it's just for them. Like I don't mind. But it's like something that I kind of did give myself because I went so many years without having weekends off. And then what was it? I always have a day off during the week, so that my days off is also Wednesday. One, two, because if you need to go to the doctors, dentist, at least you have a full day. So that's what I personally like. And then what was it? My Mondays and Tuesdays, 1 till 7, Wednesday off, Thursday and Friday, 11 to 6. But honestly, that's what personally works for me, and it keeps me sane. So
yeah, I do like my schedule because I do Monday through Thursday. Well, Monday through Wednesday, 11 to 7. Thursdays, I do 1 to 7. Sometimes I'll come in at 11 if someone, if they can't do a certain day. And then I'm off Fridays. I work every other Saturday. Usually I'm here when Bianca's not here on Saturdays, so that kind of works out. And then I'm off on Sundays. And my God, does it make a difference?
It makes such a difference.
And I like it too because, like you said, it's on your time if you are able to come. Because sometimes I'll come in on a Friday if someone needs to come in. I'm not doing anything, but I like still having my option that it's still my day off.
Yeah, you're not like forced to come in. Like it's like, well, if I got a client, like you said, like if I like you, then I'm gonna come in for you.
Yeah,
so.
right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I think 7 o'clock is that good. Is a good stop time.
Yeah.
Because at 8 o'clock, oh my God, when you would get a client booked at like 6:30 and you see you're gonna be there till 8, it would like pull me inside because I would want to cry. And I was like, I don't want to be here till 8.
I
I
know.
don't.
When you're leaving and it's dark already.
Oh, yes.
Like, not like
Yeah.
just even barely dark. Like, it's dark. And it's
Yeah.
like, you're ready to be, like, getting ready for bed like everybody else. You're not
Mhm.
trying to,
Right.
like, be finishing with this client. And,
Mhm.
I get
Right.
No,
But
100%.
seven's
Like,
good. It still fits the people who get off at like 5. They can make it here 5:30.
mhm.
Sometimes I'll stay like 7:30 if they really like are need to push it with traffic or whatever. But
Yeah.
um
Yeah, and
Yeah.
again, like most of it is our terms. Like it's no longer like someone's like making me. Because I think when someone decides to make the decision for you, like you're gonna stay until like, which at that time it was
Mhm.
8. Like she'd be like, okay, well you're gonna stay until 8:30 because I booked you a full set. And I'm like, first of all, you didn't even ask me.
Yeah.
Like if I wanted that, like what if I had plans? And there would be times where I did have plans and I'd be like, I can't take this because this is going on.
Mhm.
And then yeah, so and even now like we like for instance, like sometimes we switch clients in between us. I do ask them, I'm like, is this okay like before I book them, unless obviously it's like reasonable times. But yeah, I'm like most of the time like, hey, this is what's going on. But yeah, like when you don't have that, what was it, control of your own schedule, that is another like huge contributor to like the burnout, like the whole like I'm done with this, like I don't want to do it. So yeah, that was rough. I remember I did tell a friend of mine one time, and he is a car mechanic. He is a car mechanic. I told him, I was like, yeah, I work until 8. And he's like, well, working at 8 at a salon is really late. And he was like, even nail salons close sooner. And I was like
6, honestly.
yeah. And I was kind of like, when a freaking car mechanic had to tell me that, to where I was like, you're right. That is weird. So yeah, that is another contributor factor to where I was like, that's when I was like also really wanting a schedule change, because yeah, that was a lot.
I will say that my schedule, it's been all over. Like I've done the 8 o'clock closing. I've done the like going in at 11. I do the going in early. Yeah, I agree. The 8 o'clock was not for me either, because like I like to go to the gym at night. If I do go to the gym, which not always all the time, so but I try, especially now as a mom, I do try to go. But whenever I do go, it's like it would get into that time, and it's like, well, then I'm already like, I'm gonna eat late, then I have to like wait for my food to go down, and then when I go, it's already gonna be like 11. It's like, okay, no, this is not like how I wanted to live my life like before I had my son. So I kind of would. I think I would like cut myself at like 6. So I would go in like a midday shift. So like even though like people are like lash artists don't work a 9 to 5, it's like you kind of do work a 9 to 5 in a sense, because like yes, you can do lower hours, you can change your schedule, but at the same time, like you do have to work those hours to get those clients in. Thankfully, yes, you are able to make more money hourly, so you can work like 4 days, but you still have to work like 4 days to make money, right? So it's like it balances, right? So thankfully, like me being well, a mom now, like I do come in early, so I'm more of the 9:30 through like 3:30ish is kind of like when I like get out of here, sometimes a little earlier, just depending on like if I get a later client where it doesn't work, or if I have to pick up my son early. It does give me evenings with my son, which I love, because I get to like, prep him for bed. I get to like feed him. I get to like spend that little couple hours with him, which to me as a mom, that's very important. But yeah, it's just good. It works with my schedule. I get to spend time with my son. And also like it gives the clients who can't come in later, it lets them go in the morning. I do work Saturdays. I work every Saturday. I don't mind working every Saturday, as long as I just have Sundays off, which we are closed on Sundays, so it works for me. If I ever need to take off a Saturday, I will. Like it's not like I won't ever take it off. Thank you.
You're welcome.
She's like watching it on the
I know.
I won't be like, oh, I can't take it off. Like, for instance, I think I have like something coming up like next month. I'll cut it off, but then I'll work the client in earlier, or I'm like, hey, I could only get you in during the week, so sorry. So I also like work with my clients as well, which is nice because it's on my terms. I get to choose when I want to. I am off Mondays, so like Mondays is whenever I do my son's appointments, my appointments, anything I need to get done. That's typically on Monday. So
Yeah.
that's how I balance.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, also too, like I will say, don't be afraid to use your voice. Like if you're uncomfortable with the schedule or if you're just like, yeah, this isn't gonna work for me, just make sure you're vocal about it. Cause I think the more you say yes, the more they're gonna put more on your plate. And I will say that was kind of my problem for a while. And then I obviously burnt out and I was kind of like, I don't want to do this anymore. But I was also vocal about it. So at that time, it did kind of work in my favor. Now the fact that she didn't want to listen to me, that was a different thing. Which then I left. Yeah, so like just make sure you're vocal about it because your voice does matter in this instance. And also too, like it took me a while, but also having hobbies outside of work, like truly prioritizing that really goes a long way because when your life just revolves around work, that also is why you go through burnout because you're just like, oh my God, lashes, like it's just, it becomes so much. So like, even for me right now, like I've started doing Pilates. I've been doing like stuff with my friends, like trying to find more activities to do and everything. Like pickleball. Are we good at it? No, but I was like, we really started doing that because it's just something that I know that I needed. And yeah, like I don't even have to think about like work and stuff. Obviously, yeah, you can market and everything when you meet people because that does happen. But at the same time, it's like it's now like I now don't have to worry about lashes 24/7. Like even though yes, we run our own business, like I still get that break. And honestly, that helps with my sanity a lot. Because yeah, like I think at that era of my life, I did not know how to do that. So I think that was another huge thing. Like I was just like, lashes, get people in, do this, do that. And then at the end, I was like, I do remember one specific day, I was just like, had a mental breakdown at work. And I was like, I need to go home early. Like, I think at that day too, I was also going through some stuff with my ex at the time. So like, I was dealing with that at work. I was dealing with like toxic work environment. Like, it was bad at that time. And I was just like, I want to go home. I was ready to quit day of, like, just fully, because I had like a little room in my house that like I could just take at home clients. And I was like, I think I'm just going to do that. And I almost quit on the spot, but decided not to. And then I quit like a month later. But yeah, like that was a lot. So that's how I'm like having those outside factors also play a huge part in it. So like, do not like, what is it like, don't forget to like feed that part of you too because that is going to make a difference in like how you feel, like work life balance, burnout, everything, like heavily.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, Essence left.
She gone.
She gone. But what else have you gone through that's burnout related?
Yeah, well, because I'd work the hours at the old place, and then sometimes I would leave early because I got a second job. If you're ever at Moody Center, but I did get a second job bartending, so I would go to work, do lashes. I'd leave probably like 4 o'clock. Leave from there, head downtown to go bartend. And honestly, it didn't like that doesn't feel like a job to me because it's fun, and
I was gonna say it does sound really fun.
yeah,
I'm like, ooh,
yeah.
bartending.
You're just slinging drinks, and then you get to go, watch the show a little bit, depending on the concert. And yes, I would pick the concerts that I wanted to see. But yeah, that the communication thing. No one should be booking you outside of your work hours,
Yes.
like how you would get booked like that. Yeah. And yes, do tell them. Don't be scared to tell them, because that is true. If your hours are from 11 to 7, you should not be there working on a client till 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
Just,
like
no.
unless you specifically choose, like let's just say, yeah, like because I do remember that full set where I was just like, what the heck? I sent her a message like right after too,
It happened multiple times.
Yeah, and I told her I was like, do not do this if you know it's a longer appointment and I'm gonna be here past working hours. And I think one time I told her I was like, would you want to be working this much? And she was like, "Oh no!" And she would always tell me like, "I forgot," and I would be like,
"Right, no, you
I was
don't
like,
forget."
"Did you forget?"
Because a lot of them are because why they do 8 o'clock is because they want the numbers. It's very much quantity.
Yeah.
Get people in, a bunch of people in, and squeeze them in, even if that means if you don't get your lunch.
Yeah, that was another. Oh, that was another thing.
And I was like, I wanted to go get food because we didn't have a designated time, and I liked to keep it open just in case someone would book online. But if I knew I had that free time and I was gonna finish up, and I had that block, I was gonna leave and go get food.
Yeah.
But she would put people, and I'm like, I have no time
to eat.
Yes.
Or even just decompress.
Right.
Like sometimes you just want to sit there and be like,
yeah, stare at a wall.
Yeah. And it's just like, oh no, but the lunch thing, schedule your lunch. I was like, schedule a lunch or at least a time to where you could go to the bathroom, like eat a snack, something. I was like, because if you don't, you don't. Like it's just too much. Like it's my hands would get really trembly because I'd be so hungry, and it just like wasn't worth it. Like it's not worth your sanity, your health. It's like all of those things not worth it. Yeah. I forgot about that until you said that, and I was like, because like my biggest thing was like I would always order myself food there because I didn't even have time to go get the food. And yeah, so like that's why I'm like, it just became too much. Yeah. And like there was a few times too where like I would, if I had a gap in between clients and I knew that specific client I knew I could add on like another 10 or 15 minutes like to their appointment because he needed it, I would do it. And then she would book me a very, very, very last minute appointment. And I would be like, and then I'll have to tell her, I was like, well, now I'm going to be late to that appointment because you booked that without even asking me. And I'm not even done.
Right. Like, as we're all sitting, it wasn't rooms. It was a full open space. So she's seeing that you're still with the client and still decides to book it. So yeah, don't be afraid to speak up for yourself because, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You have to leave a toxic work environment that doesn't care about what you need.
Exactly. Like at the end of the day, like it all just happens for a reason. And I will say that did teach me to have boundaries, like with work and everything, with clients as well. Like I'm just like, if I know I'm going to be doing something, I'm like, I will respond when I can. Like for instance, I'm going to get my wisdom teeth taken out next week. I already told all of them. I already put in all the information too, but I like gave them the work phone and I was like, if you need to call or text through here. I will not be available. I was like, whenever I can, I will reach out because I'm just like, some of them will message me and I'm just like, I literally cannot respond right now. Like I cannot do this.
What the client texts at like 11 1 a.m. midnight and I'm like, I'm not. And they expect you to answer. I'm not answering you. Yeah. Sorry.
That's how like those boundaries go both ways, like for work environments with clients and stuff, because they also can be extremely draining at times. So that's where it's like, it's really, really important to put those boundaries up with them too, because if they just see that like they can or like you're always accepting, like they're just like, oh, I could do whatever. And you're just like, like it's just, it becomes too much. So that's why I'm like, it's really good to have those like separations. Like I was like, everything that you're saying, I was like, yes, yes. I was like, yeah, no, there's so much. There is literally so much, but those are like the big key things. And then like if you are someone who personally has like, I don't know, let's just say you have your dogs at home or whatever, like if you don't have kids and stuff, and like you're like, okay, I know I need to like leave work at like 6. Try and make your schedule at 6, and then also talk to your managers, because also not all of them are bad.
Yeah.
I was like, not all of them are bad. Like, as long as they just kind of know what your life is like, they're going to be like, okay, like they could work around it. Just be vocal, make your boundaries very clear, and then it should kind of flow. And then obviously for us, it worked having our own business, but yeah.
Trials.
Yeah.
Errors.
Trial and error, yeah. So that, we just wanted to talk about that because, yeah, there's a lot of things that we went through that we did not know were not okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, yeah, so I know Essence isn't here, but have a good rest of y'all's day. We will be back in 2 weeks, and I will have no more wisdom teeth.
Yes. They will be gone.
They will be gone, and I will be back. Bye.
Bye.